Hello everyone, welcome back to German Made Simple. Today we're gonna see the dative prepositions. So let's jump into it. Dative after prepositions. We already saw in the video accusative prepositions, after which prepositions we should use the accusative case. Today we're gonna see after which prepositions we need to use the dative case. The first preposition is up. As you can see, in English we can translate it with starting from or from on. It is a preposition that gives us local and temporal informations. So as when I say, ab dem 10. Januar ist unsere Abteilung wieder offen, then I say, then starting from, on from the 10th of January, our department is open again. It was closed for holidays or something, and now, from the 10th of January on, the department is open again. So this will be a typical temporal information. From when? Another example would be, Andrea beginnt ab Montag ihre neue Arbeitsstelle. So Andrea starts her new job starting from Monday. Here as well, ab Montag, as you can see here, contrary to the example before, we don't use the article. From the 10th, however, then we need to use the article. Also, when it comes to cities, we don't have articles. Die Reise ist ab Zürich gebucht worden. The travel have been booked from Zurich. So here, from Zurich, cities don't have articles in German, so we will just use ab Zürich. Now here is a hint how you can learn these prepositions. In every first example, I will include in the example one word containing this preposition. Let me show you on the screen. If I say ab dem 10. Januar and I have to learn the preposition ab, then I will look for a noun or for another word that contains this preposition ab. For example, Abteilung, the department. I know it is a more difficult and a more advanced word that we should learn, but here I have ab, Abteilung. So ab dem 10. Januar ist unsere Abteilung wieder offen. So I don't only learn a new word, but also this word includes the preposition that I want to learn. Let's go to the next. Aus. Aus meaning from, out of, or off. We use aus for local and temporal informations again. For example, in the first example, Martina kommt aus Australien, guys. You see? Aus Australien. So here Australia, like the most of the continents and countries, doesn't have an article. However, pay attention that some of the countries, they have article. So in this example, Martina, if she would come from Switzerland, Switzerland has an article, it is die Schweiz. We will need to include the article in dative. Martina kommt aus der Schweiz. Ja. Good. So here, die Schweiz would be the defined article in nominative and in dative aus der Schweiz. Then we use aus to give informations about materials. In the second example, we have der Ring ist aus reinem Gold. Der Ring is out of pure gold. Stammt aus dem 12. Jahrhundert. He is originally from the 12th century. In the first sentence, second example, aus reinem Gold, I give information about the material. What is the ring made of? In the following sentence, stammt, he is originally from, aus dem, from the 12th century Jahrhundert. And here we have information about time. Then also we can explain with aus the ways of behavior, the motive, why somebody did something. For example, why did he marry her? He married her out of love. So hat sie aus Liebe geheiratet, aus Liebe, out of love. Our next preposition is by. By meaning at. We use by to give local informations and also to express simultaneities. So at the same time as I was doing something, something else happened. Let's see the first example where by stays for at. So whenever we have, above all, if we have persons and names, we will use by to say at. For example, gestern war Herr Beiner auch beim Arzt. So yesterday Mr. Beiner was also at the doctor. Yeah? Or I can say also, ich war gestern bei dir. I was yesterday at your place. Yeah? Here I included by in the name of Mr. Beiner. Yeah? Furthermore, we can express with by where somebody works. Like Johann works at the post office. Johann arbeitet bei der Post. It's the post office, die Post, and here we include the defined article in dative, bei der Post. Pay attention, before we had beim Arzt, yeah? Beim meaning bei dem Arzt. So the article dem, it's included here in the preposition. So bei plus dem equals beim. We can find the same rule when we use verbs or adjectives as nouns. So here in the next example we have das Spülen. Das Spülen. It means to wash the dishes. So, es sind beim Spülen 2 Gläser kaputt gegangen. While I was washing or cleaning the dishes, 2 glasses broke. So here beim Spülen, yeah, while I was washing, 2 glasses broke. So die 2 Gläser gingen kaputt. Our next preposition is mit. Mit is actually like with, the opposite of without. It can also give us information about the manner, how something was done, what does it need to be done, and also it gives us information when it comes to the transport, like by car, by bus, etc. So let's see the first example. Diese Häuser werden am Mittag mit Farben bemalt. So these houses will be painted with color at midday, at noon. Here, of course, I included mit in noon, midday. So here we express with what the houses will be painted. The next example, diese Arbeit kann man nur mit viel Geduld schaffen. So here I want to say that it needs a lot of patience to do this work. So this work can be achieved only with a lot of patience. And the third example, fährt immer mit dem Auto zur Arbeit. So he always drives by car to work. Sein Freund dagegen mit dem Bus. His friend, on the contrary, by bus. So whenever you have transportation, we use mit. Mit dem Flugzeug, mit dem Schiff, mit dem Auto, mit dem Bus, etc. The next preposition is nach. Nach meaning after or to the. We use nach in the sense of to the when we use attributes. So when we express, for example, directions. Let's see the local and the temporal information of this preposition. Nach den Nachrichten gehen wir Basketball spielen. So after the news, we will go to play basketball. nach den Nachrichten. Here I use the defined article in dative, and nach is used also. I included it in the word news, Nachrichten. In the next example, we will see nach expressing a local information. Die Müllers fahren im Urlaub mal wieder nach Spanien oder nach Madrid. So here I would say that the Müllers are driving on holidays to Spain or to Madrid. Be careful again, if we have countries that use articles, then we will need to write Sie fahren im Urlaub in die Schweiz, for example. So we need to include the defined articles of the country, if it's feminine, masculine or plural, after nach, if this country has an article. The last example is when it comes to nach, used as to the with some attributes. For example, zum Bahnhof müssen Sie die nächste Straße nach links abbiegen. To reach the train station, you need to take the next street on the left. You have to turn to the left. Seit is the next preposition. Seit is a preposition giving us only temporal information, meaning since or even for a while. Seit seiner Ankunft in Tokio sucht eine Wohnung. Since his arrival in Tokyo, he is looking for an apartment. So since his arrival. Here we have the possessive article in dative. Seine Ankunft. So die Ankunft, seine Ankunft, this will be nominative. But seit der Ankunft, seit seiner Ankunft will be the dative case. Another example will be Ich habe Jochen seit einem Monat nicht mehr gesehen. I haven't seen Jochen since a month. Here, since a month, seit einem Monat. Here we have an undefined article. Or, for a while now, I train again tennis. Yeah? Seit einiger Zeit trainiere ich wieder Tennis. Meaning, maybe I was hurt, and now, since a while, for a while, I train tennis again. The next two prepositions, guys, are von und zu. These are the last prepositions that we're gonna see. Von meaning from or of when it comes to possessiveness. So from, expressing local and temporal informations, and of, to express possessiveness, and to replace the genitive actually. Now, I wouldn't advise you to do this. Do not replace the genitive with von plus dative because it sounds a little bit, not very German. We do it in Switzerland, in the dialect, we do it also when we talk with friends, in the informal approach. However, the correct way to express possessiveness will be the genitive in German. So please avoid to use von plus dative. It is not wrong, it is just more correct to use the genitive. We have a grammatical case to express possessiveness. We should use it as we learned it and as we know how. Let's come back to the next example. Frau von der kommt soeben vom Zahnarzt oder von der Arbeit. Here from, we saw it with beim. From, it's von, including the article der, but in dative dem. Von dem, like von der, but we don't contract the article and the preposition here. However, von plus the masculine and neutral article, we would contribute them together like beim. Here, beim von plus dem, we also use vom. Here I included von in the name again from Mrs. von der. Yeah, Frau von der kommt soeben vom Zahnarzt. Und I included von, and there I created a fake name just to remember von plus Dativ. Our next example ist: Von Montag bis Mittwoch muss ich beruflich nach Stuttgart fahren. From Monday to Wednesday, I need to drive to Stuttgart. Why? For business reasons. Here we have another article that we saw already, nach Stuttgart. No article. Cities, villages don't have articles in German. The last example is talking about replacing the genitive with von plus Dativ. Ist das Michaels Auto oder ist es das von Peter? Is this Michael's car or is it the one from Peter or of Peter actually? Again here Michael's Auto is more correct than the car of Peter. The last preposition that we're gonna see today together is zu. Zu can mean to, it can mean until, it can mean at, and it can mean for. What information does zu give us? It gives us local and temporal information. Also, it gives us information about numbers. For example, the results in sports. I didn't include here any examples, but for example, Argentina won against Germany, 4-3. Ja, Argentinien hat gegen Deutschland 4-3 gewonnen. However, let's see our first example. Du siehst sehr krank aus. You look very sick. Willst du nicht zumindest zum Arzt gehen? Don't you want at least to go to the doctor? Here also, zum Arzt. The defined article in Dativ, dem Arzt, zu dem Arzt, it is contracted with the preposition zu. So, zum Arzt meaning zu dem Arzt. Zur Ärztin meaning zu der Ärztin. So with zu we will contract all the defined articles in one. Zum Arzt oder zur Ärztin. Our next example. Meine Arbeit muss bis zum 30. Juni fertig sein. My work has to be done until the 30th of June. Meine Arbeit muss bis zum 30. Juni fertig sein. Again, we have the defined article included with the preposition, contracted with the preposition. So, zu plus dem 30. zum 30. Juni. And then zu meaning for Christmas, for his birthday, in this sense. For example, zu Weihnachten, for Christmas. Or zum Geburtstag, zu dem Geburtstag, ja? Zum Geburtstag, for his birthday, we will offer a new telephone to him. So, zu Weihnachten, zum Geburtstag schenken wir ihm ein neues Handy. And these are the 8 most important dative prepositions that you need to know and that allow you to talk better, to express yourself better in German. Now let's see some exercises. There are a bunch of exercises online that you can find and do it by yourself. I have here a couple of them and I will show it to you right now. How can I do these exercises? It is basically very easy. What I would do is I would print or write the prepositions on a piece of paper and I will have it next to me. Doing the exercises, I will always go and look for which preposition should I use for this sentence. Which makes the best sense, the most sense here. Let's take number 1 here in the first exercise sheet. Möchtest du heute Abend mir ins Kino gehen? When I take my prepositions, I think here I would go with, mit. Ja? Möchtest du heute Abend mit mir ins Kino gehen? Would you like to go tonight with me to the cinema. As you can see, after mit, I need to use mir, the personal pronoun, in dative. And the second example here, the second exercise will be: Hast du heute der Schule schon etwas vor? Do you have something planned for today? The school. Okay, so I can use here the preposition nach. For example, hast du heute nach der Schule schon etwas vor? Did you plan something today after school? Nach der Schule. Here, nach plus define article, feminine, and our noun. And so on, guys. The following exercises is in the same sense, just we have less isolated sentences, but we work more and more with small and simple texts. Texts make more sense, they have a context, and they are much easier to find the right answer, the right prepositions here. Why? Because it makes sense. Yeah? If we go with Ich heiße Hanna, ich bin 32 Jahre alt, ich komme dem Libanon. Okay, now it's clear here that what is it? There is Rana, she presents herself, what is her name, what is her age, so probably here, Lebanon, she would say, where is she from? So it's clear for me that here I would go with my preposition from Lebanon. Ja, ich heiße Rana, ich bin 23 Jahre alt und ich komme aus dem Libanon. You see that Lebanon here has an article, der Libanon, also aus dem Libanon. There are two more texts which you can proceed in the same manner as before and try to find the correct preposition. Read the text at the end and see if it really makes sense. Translate it maybe in your mother tongue. Here we find ourselves again with prepositions and with exercises, including isolated sentences. However, in this exercise, you will have to choose. Do I need a dative preposition or do I need an accusative preposition? Now this will be a little bit trickier, but as you already know the accusative prepositions, and as you already have next to you the dative prepositions, and as you can understand these simple German sentences, this exercise will be very easy to you. For example, the number 1. Ein Dieb nimmt das Geld der Tasche. Okay. A thief is taking the money, the bag. Okay, taking the bag, the money. Yeah, I think out of. So off, aus der Tasche. I would go with a dative here. Aus der Tasche. Moreover, I have the context that is correct now, but I have also a defined article in dative. For feminine, knowing that it is die Tasche and aus der Tasche, here der Tasche shows me that I will not use an accusative preposition, otherwise it will be aus die Tasche, and aus die Tasche doesn't even exist in German. Just forget aus die Tasche, aus der Tasche. Then, diesem Wetter schickt man keinen Hund vor die Tür. Yeah? Here, how do we say this in German? With this weather, or on this weather, we don't send a dog out of a door. Yeah. So in German we say bei diesem Wetter, bei diesem Wetter, and this you can find bei diesem Wetter. Locutions like this, ways to speak in German, you can find them online. You can just go to a dictionary or you can type it simply in Google and see what you can find there. The rest of the exercises is exactly in this sense. In the following exercise, we have a whole text. They are not parts, of short text. This is one text talking about Fatima here, who is living in Germany. Good. Here we miss prepositions and articles. So prepositions and articles, of course, in nominative, accusative and dative. We want to train and to repeat everything that we know. Hier 14 Monaten lebt Fatima in Deutschland. 14 months Fatima lives in Germany. So I would say since, seit. Yeah? Seit, since 14 months, Fatima is living in Germany. And so on, guys. Just go on and do all the text which is going on the next page. Yeah? And try to find a sense, a logical context. Where can this preposition fit? And is it an accusative preposition? Why it should be a dative preposition? Why, etc. And this was it for today, guys. So we saw the complete dative case for A1 and A2. Please do your exercises and please progress slowly but in your own way. If this video was in any value for you, if you learned something out of it, you know what to do. Please, please, please like this video. I'm very happy about every new subscriber, so please subscribe also to the channel if you haven't done so till now. I just started my channel, so when I see a new subscriber, I can tell you it's a big joy.